Hi Gemini, just like to say a big warm welcome to all new viewers. Thanks for tuning in. I'd also like to say thank you for all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments and your shares. I really appreciate it. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, all the details are in the description box. Right, so let's get started. Well, it's looking pretty rosy, Gemini. Just jealous. This could be the one, okay? So this is for singles and people that are in relationships. So you've already met the romantic partner you seek, all right? Underneath that, another great card to get is True Love. And this is a romance of a lifetime. Lovely. We can see here they're in a tight bond. They don't have eyes for anybody else. So this is like a deep connection. And it definitely could be the one for you. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, so there has been work put into this situation and you're now kind of just about to reap the rewards of this stable union. In the past there has been a heavy load to carry on your back in this relationship. There's been a moon there, so things maybe have come to light before in the past that you weren't aware about. But now that the work's maybe been put in, you're now reaping the rewards of this union. Right, so let's have a look at your first card. First card you've got is the Hanged Man. Alright, so this is telling me that you are in suspension at the moment. You're feeling a bit like you're in a rut, maybe in your relationship or your marriage. Or if there's somebody new you like, you just feel that there's no movement at the moment. You feel that you're suspended. But if we take a close look here, the chains aren't that tight around his ankles, so he could really get out of that if you wanted to. Which kind of I think to myself, maybe it's even to do with your trapped thoughts or your kind of repeated cycles of the way you're thinking. Next to that, you've got the Justice card, okay? So you're now trying to get a balance within the situation. Maybe that's why it's stagnant. You're in a rut with the Hanged Man. You're just not getting the balance right. Either you or the person you're interested in or you're in a relationship with. Next to that, we've got the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, this is a card that talks about kind of like one-upmanship. So someone's, there's been a battle and someone's obviously won at the expense of someone else. And we see the other person in the background there kind of on their knees and a bit depleted. So I don't know if there's been a good balance within your relationship. But I think in November you're going to start to reap the rewards of that with the Seven of Pentacles. It's maybe just a period where you've gone through, you felt a bit stagnant, you're not maybe in balance, and there's some sort of thing, it's, some sort of justice going on, or lack of justice. And the Five of Swords, so it's kind of like one-upmanship, or someone's trying to win over the expense of someone else. Now, you do have the new love card under the Hanged Man, okay? So maybe you've met someone, if you're single, you've met someone, and this is a new love for you, and this obviously could be the one. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You can see here, there's a soldier on his knees. He's come back from a journey and he's offering the lady a rose. So this is, this is great if you're single. If you're already in a relationship, it can mean that someone else is coming. It can also mean someone from your past is coming, because he looks like he's been away, but he's come back, like he's been away to war. Thirdly, this can also mean it's just like a new phase within your relationship. So you're maybe starting a new phase if you're with someone at the moment. Maybe there's been a bit of one-upmanship, it's been a bit stagnant, there's not been the right balance within the relationship, and it's just trying to get your emotional balance in order. Underneath new love, you've got love yourself first. And this just talks about you might need to take a stand in November for yourself. Maybe someone's trying to get one up on you, as we can see here, and you're going to have to take a stand for that. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Let's face it, Gemini, you know exactly a mat. I would imagine if things weren't fair, you'd probably speak up. I don't think there's much going to hold you back on that one. Underneath the Justice card, you've got healing family issues. So there is something going on around family at the moment that's affecting your relationship. And your love life benefits as you forgive, okay, others within the family. That's underneath Justice, so that might be connected to that. Underneath the healing family issues, that could be either you or the person you're interested in, or your partner. The family issues. You've got engagement, okay? This is a great card to get. Some of you might be getting engaged, or been talking about getting engaged. You've maybe had that conversation with your other half, and maybe you feel that the time is right now, you know. If you're not engaged, then it just can mean, you know, your relationship's evolving to a higher level. If you're totally single, maybe this new love that you're going to meet, this is going to lead to this. I'm not saying this is all going to happen in November, but the potential is definitely there. Underneath the Five of Swords, you've got finance and careers. Okay, so this has been a big factor within the moment in the month of November. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, so that's definitely affecting it. Okay, so someone's maybe overworking things, or maybe a bit tighter than normal. I think you got that one actually in your general reading, if my memory serves me right. Next one is express your love, okay? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you feel that you're not feeling safe, it's saying that yes, you can feel safe and express your love to this other person, or your interest even, if it's not at that stage yet. Right, I'm going to give you a quick recap, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to start shuffling the Nature Whisper cards for extra guidance. So let's see, you've been carrying a heavy load on your back. You've maybe not felt supported by your other half either, or the person that you like. Maybe you've been getting nothing back from them, and that's why it's kind of went a bit stagnant within the situation in your relationship. There has maybe been some sort of balance had to be gained for the Justice card. You've got Five of Swords, so maybe there has been a bit of one-upmanship, you know, someone winning over the expense of another. For you single guys, there's definitely new love, but there's some sort of healing needing to go on with the family. Maybe finance and careers are just overtaking your ideas of romance at the moment. But yeah, you might need to take a stand for yourself, and that might need to be to do with the Five of Swords, taking a stand against this one-upmanship. It's saying that this could be the one, and it's definitely, you've got the engagement card. There's a lot of good cards here, to be honest with you, Gemini. This is quite a positive reading, okay? Just a couple of wee things you've got to watch for in November. But yeah, feel free to tell that person how you feel. Okay, what guidance and advice do you have for the sign of Gemini for the month of November? What advice or guidance do you have? Give them a shuffle. Alright, you've got Leap of Faith. Oh, sorry, the lighting's pretty rubbish. It's because I'm doing these readings at night. Normally do them during the day. Leap of Faith. It's telling you to take that leap of faith, okay? So you're maybe not feeling it due to the one-upmanship. Maybe you just don't feel that you can be yourself and express how you truly feel about your emotions. But even though it's saying express your love, go ahead and make that gesture. So the leap of faith is just telling you, yes, you've got to keep a balance here, because she's on the tightrope or the spider web. And we can see there's a safety net underneath her, the rest of the spider web. So take that leap of faith and just know that, you know, if you do fall off of that situation, or you get imbalanced, that there is going to be some sort of safety net there for you. So it's just like a confirmation of it. It's quite safe to do that with this person. Alright, if you're single, it's saying take that leap of faith with, you know, this new person, and see how it goes. Just make sure you're balanced. Right, what advice or guidance do you have for the sign of Gemini for the month of November for the love life? What advice or guidance do you have for Gemini, please? Okay, we've got Athena, sorry, not Anthea. It's getting late, my brain's not working as well. It's safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Just really backs love yourself first. You know, if you're going to have to make a stand for yourself, just do that, Gemini. Alright, that's your love reading for this month. Please comment if it resonates or if it doesn't, let me know also. Have a great month.